Chris, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Good, good. Thanks for joining us. Okay.
Am I going to be able to see them or just listen?
No, they'll say their name before they ask questions.
Michael Grady.
How you doing?
Hey, Chris, it's Grady, man. Hope all is well. I know you've had individual workouts, with coaching staff, but what is it like trying to knock off the rust as a team together and get that timing as a group back?
It's a little challenging, but it just feels good to be out there working with everybody again. And we're just taking it one day at a time, using the time that we got here to the max. And I think our coaches are doing a really good job of being able to utilize this time and get us back on pace.
Alex?
Hey, Chris. With there being no fans in the stands when you guys play in Orlando, do you see, some coaches have talked about that being a benefit to free throw shooting, because there won't be fans trying to distract you and, with the noisemakers and everything. Do you kind of see that there could be a correlation there and that you guys benefit from, you see an increase in free throw shooting just from the lack of fans?
I would assume that would be a difference with the free throw shooting. I feel like just no fans in general is going to change the game a lot. So free throw shooting probably be a big thing, especially, if you're the away team, you don't have the home team fans, yelling at you while you're shooting free throws. So I would assume the free throw percentages will go up. But, it's never really any way to tell until the game starts.
Greg Logan?
Hi, Chris. I was just wondering, have you been running with the first unit so far in practice? And are you putting any particular pressure on yourself because this is such a good opportunity for you?
I was with the first unit yesterday for the little scrimmages we did. And I'm not putting any extra pressure on myself, just going out there and playing my game and, just doing whatever the team needs me to do. Just trying to be, as valuable as I can to this team and try to win some games out here.
Mark, go ahead.
Yeah, Chris, what do you feel you can learn from a veteran like Jamal Crawford, 40 years old? He's been in the league for seemingly forever. Are you looking forward to maybe, learning something from him beyond just the help he could bring the team?
I look forward to learning from everyone that I've ever played with, so I'm sure with him, like you said, he's a veteran that's been in the league for as long as I can remember. So, of course, I'm going to try to pick his brain as much as I can, basketball-related stuff off the court, just anything that I can learn from him, that I can use to better myself. I've heard he's a really good mentor and, a great guy, so I'm looking forward to meeting him and, having a conversation with him and just learn as much as I can in this time we got together.
Christian?
Hey, Chris, it's Christian. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. Just curious, where would you say, maybe not just yours, but, maybe the entire team, how would you gauge your team's conditioning right now, having had so much of a time off? And how would you say your condition has come along these last couple of days now that you guys have been running practice for the first time in a while?
I think as a team overall, we're in pretty good shape. Like I said, it's hard to tell when you're not really playing, real games with fouls and free throws and all that kind of stuff. So when we're just scrimmaging in practice, it's no fouls being called. It's just straight running. And, so it's tough to tell. So I feel like we're going to be in pretty good shape, and probably one of the top teams in shape-wise when the games start.
Michael Grady?
Hey, Chris, how would you rate Karis Levert and just his focus and how he looks physically out there, even though it's just been a few days?
Levert, he's looking great. Out here he's doing his job leading us. He's really been well on defensive end, offensive end, just all around playmaking, making shots. He looks like he hasn't missed a beat since we, left off from the break.
Brian Lewis?
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm curious. You played against Dantez Hall at least twice that I can see, in the G League, and he had some pretty statistically impressive games. I mean, what are your memories of him as a player? I mean, what are your impressions, and what can he bring to this team?
I mean, I played against him for a few years in college as well, when he was at Alabama. So, I mean, I've seen him play for years, and I always liked, his game. It was always one of those guys that I would like to play with because he's so athletic, and he's a great, defender, rim protector, rebounder. He's just his athleticism is off the charts, and so he has stuff that you can't teach. And he was really raw when I first seen him play, and I played him this year in the G League. He was, one of the best bigs in the G League. So he can really go, and he's got a great motor. And he's got some skill to him that people probably, don't really know about. I mean, he can play make a little bit, but his athleticism is what's gonna, be huge for us. He's similar to JA. So great rim protector, great energy.
James?
Hey, Chris. Given how you were, establishing yourself before the hiatus, what does this opportunity in Orlando mean to you?
I mean, it means a lot to me, just continuing to prove myself. And, anytime I get to play basketball, it's just a blessing. And, it's something that I look forward to doing. And, I'm just going to go out there and compete and, play the same way hopefully play the same way I was playing before the break, if not better.
Greg Logan?
Chris, a couple of things. What have you seen from Rhodey so far in practice? And also, can you just describe the adjustment to playing with a shorter overall lineup? How difficult will that be?
Rhodey, with us, our depleted roster right now, Rhodey's been playing a lot, 5. So it's been a little adjustment for him, but he's handling it well. And, with the sign in the hall, I think it's going to allow him to play his natural position more and something he's more comfortable with. But he's been looking good. He's really been battling hard, been rebounding, looking for a shot a lot. So if he's aggressive, that helps us spread the floor more. And, he can play make as well. He knows how to play basketball. He's smart. So with him being at the 5, I think if he's at the 5, us being smaller, I mean, I think that's an advantage because he can get out and run and stuff too. So.
Last question, Tom Dowd.
Hey, Chris, just following up on that a little bit. When you guys do have Brody at the 5, how spread out is it? Is this really a 5-out thing where it's just a completely open floor?
I mean, I think we could do 5. I think we could do 5 out with Rhodey. I don't think we're going to change up too much when he's at the 5. We're just going to, continue to try to be a faster paced team. And with him at the 5, I think that just kind of gives us that threat at the 5 man to be able to shoot. So it might be more of a 5-out than with JA's out there rolling as much. We might do a little more popping, but we'll see, when that time comes, exactly what coach wants to do with him.
That's it, Chris. Thank you for your time.
All right, appreciate y'all.
Yep, see you, bud.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Eric.